Hello kids, welcome back to the topic talking about people jobs that you studied earlier. We're talking about the people who work in the pharmacies. What do you call that? A chemist. And the person who helps people in trouble is called a policeman or a policewoman. The person who works in a factory is called factory's worker. A person who builds bridges is called, engineer. The person who makes beautiful things is called an artist. Very good. The person who takes photos of anyone or anything is called a photographer. Very good. The person who works in an office answering the phone is called a secretary. Very good. And the person who works in a restaurant is called a cook. Very good. So those are the vocabulary you have studied for this topic. Now you will study something more today. Let's go.
Expensive, cheap.
Expensive, cheap. Expensive, a lot of money. You have to spend a lot of money to get it. Expensive. Cheap, you don't have to spend much money, but you still get it. Cheap. Expensive. My t-shirt is cheap. My watch is expensive.
Poor, rich.
Poor, rich. The rich has many houses and cars. The poor doesn't have many things, doesn't have much. The rich helps the poor. Rich, he is rich. He is poor.
Popular.
Popular. Popular. Instant noodles is popular. Phở is popular in Vietnam. People eat phở for breakfast. So phở is popular.
Interesting.
Interesting. Interesting. Do you like Tom and Jerry? I do. So watching Tom and Jerry cartoon is interesting. Very good.
Horrible.
Horrible. Horrible. Horrible. So, like you have horrible movies. Horrible movies will make you scared. Horrible movie.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I have a wonderful time. I have wonderful time traveling with my family. So those are an adjective you use to describe something or somebody. We'll say it one more time from this side. Wonderful, horrible, interesting, popular, poor, rich, expensive, cheap. Let's see how we can use the vocabulary.
What do you think of this artist's picture?
What do you think of this artist's picture? So what do you think?
I think it is quite interesting. It looks like a popular actor standing outside an old theater. What do you think of it?
So what does she think? She thinks it is quite interesting. Why? Because it looks like an actor, a popular actor, standing outside an old building or an old theater. So what does she think? I think it is quite interesting. It looks like a popular actor standing outside an old theater. What do you think of it?
I think it is wonderful, but it is too expensive.
I think it is wonderful. He thinks the artist's pictures is wonderful, but it is expensive. You have to spend a lot of money to get it, right? And we'll say the sentence one more time. What do you think of this artist's picture? I think it is it looks like a actor standing outside a theater. What do you think of it? I think it is, but it is too very good. Let's play some game.
What do you think of this picture?
What do you think of this picture? A dog and a blue dog riding a blue motorcycle. Have you ever seen a blue dog riding a blue motorcycle? No. So is it interesting? Right? It's interesting. What do you think of this picture? You said it? I think it is interesting. Very good. Next one.
What do you think of this picture?
What do you think of this picture? What do you think of these pictures? Where can you see this picture? In a hospital? Yes. In an airport? Yes. On an airplane? Yes. Where else can you see? Many places, right? You can see this picture everywhere, anywhere. So is it popular? Very good. So I will make question and you will answer. What do you think of this picture? I think it is popular. Very good.
What do you think of this picture?
What do you think of this picture? Wow, the buildings is falling down, collapse. So what do you think of this picture? Is maybe an earthquake or something? Is it horrible? It is horrible. What do you think of this picture? I think it is horrible. Very good. One more.
What do you think of this picture?
What do you think of this picture? Wow. It looks like you have a beautiful sky, a beautiful beach, and a beautiful islands. It looks like we will be ready for a trip, right? But how much is that? $1 for a trip to the beach. So is it expensive? Cheap, right? Super cheap. So what do you think of this picture? I think is it cheap? I think it is wonderful. I think it is interesting. Right? Very good. Now we try another game. So I will go first. You will listen to the questions and then we choose an adjective to answer.
What do you think of hamburgers?
What do you think of hamburger? I think hamburger is important. How about you? I think hamburger is horrible. Next question.
What do you think of English?
What do you think of English? I think I think English is interesting. What do you think of English? Stop. Oh. I think English is horrible. But I think English is interesting. You may think English is horrible. No, English is interesting. Because if you know English, you can travel everywhere, anywhere, and you can speak to many, many people around the world. Let's try another one.
What do you think of computers?
What do you think of computer? I love computer game. What do you think of the computer? You go first. Stop. Expensive. Yeah. Computer is expensive. What do I think of the computer? Stop. Horrible. Yeah, I think computer is horrible. If you spend too much time in front of the computer screen, it's not good for your eyes. So I think computer is horrible. But you think computer is expensive. Very good. So today you study many adjectives to describe things around you. You did a great job today. Thank you very much. Goodbye. See you next time.